What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another Tottenham update, and quite a quick one for you guys. A few little mumblings of transfers, same players that we brought up yesterday, but just new updates on them. But first of all, let's get into an injury update from Charlie Eccleshare, from our players returning back from international break. It's quite widely reported on Christian Romero. He suffered a hamstring injury, and the report says scan in 7 to 10 days to see the extent of how long he'll be sidelined for. But we've also heard murmurings that he will be back for the Rennes game, which is in December, so early December. So we'll have to see how this one plays out. But it'll be a big miss for us, Christian Romero. It's probably the one player on international break that we really didn't want to see get injured. But alas, he is injured, and a scan will be happening in 7 to 10 days to see how long he will be out and the extent of the injury, which is really not great. And his compatriot Giovanni Lo Celso also picked up a knock on duty, and he is a doubt for Sunday. So it doesn't seem to be that serious with Giovanni Lo Celso. He is only a doubt, and I imagine he won't play, to be honest. I imagine he won't play. And the last injury update is from Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg. He missed both international games for Denmark out with an injury, and they say he will be assessed today after he missed both games for Denmark. But it was more positive comments from Conte in the press conference. He kind of made out that Hojbjerg will play alongside one of Ndombele or Harry Winks, and the comments he was making on Ndombele were very interesting. Go and have a look at the press conference, which is uploaded on the channel right now. But he was talking about Ndombele and says that he needs to work a lot harder than his teammates in terms of getting back into his side. But that makes me think that Harry Winks will be starting alongside Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg this weekend. Make of that what you will, guys. Make of that what you will. But let's move on. We've got a couple of updates from Football Italia. The first one saying Tottenham are ahead of Inter and Juventus in the race to land Corentin Tolisso, with Fabio Paratici, who could finally secure the midfielder's services after failing to sign him in 2017. Look, there's no getting away. This guy is an absolute brilliant player, a brilliant central midfielder, but I've got big reservations on Tolisso, seeing as, you know, he hasn't managed over 20 Premier League games since the 17-18 season, doing his cruciate ligaments at the end of that season and having a host of muscular injuries since then. It's hardly seen to get him on the pitch, really, and that's going to be surely ring alarm bells in the Tottenham scouting network, and with Paratici and Levy as well. I think if we can get him fit and we can get him playing regularly, I think it'll be a brilliant signing. I really do. But his injury problems do ring alarm bells for me. But if Paratici thinks he's the answer and he thinks he can get on the pitch quite regularly, then I'm all for it. I really am. But those injury problems are quite worrying, to be honest, with Tolisso. So let me know in the comment section below what you would do with Tolisso. Would you get him in? Obviously, it'll be quite a cheap deal, seeing as his contract does run out at the end of the season, but the injury problems are the sticking point. So let me know in the comment section below, would you like to see Corentin Tolisso through the door? Next one is also from Football Italia, and it says Spurs coach Antonio Conte is an admirer of Marcelo Brozovich, and so is Fabio Paratici, who tried to sign him at Juventus in the past. Inter are in talks to extend Brozovich's contract, and the Croatia international has confirmed that he wants to stay at the San Siro, but Inter Milan will find it very difficult to reach his wage demands of £115,000 a week. So that seems pretty doable for Tottenham, seeing as we have got quite a lot of players in and around that mark and above that mark already. I think he's a brilliant player, and when I'm kind of putting him next to Tolisso, I think I'd prefer Brozovich just because of the injury problems. And Brozovich obviously knows Conte very well. He was a key part to his Inter Milan title-winning side, and the side before that finished second, that really should have won the league. So I would love Brozovich. I would love Brozovich to come to Tottenham Hotspur. I think he would add a lot to our midfield, a lot of solidity. He'll non-stop running. And yeah, I think he would fit in really well at Tottenham Hotspur. So he's one that I'll definitely welcome through the door. And the last one we've got is from Massimo Orlando, an Italian journalist, and he says Tottenham Hotspur are currently leading the competition to sign Dusan Vlahovic. The club have an advantage over Juventus, who are struggling to financially compete with Spurs. Look, I've said it time and time again, I'd love to see Vlahovic through the door. I really would. He's absolutely smashing it out at Fiorentina this year, smashed it out last year for Fiorentina as well. He's strong, he's fast, he's got a bit about him. He can finish the ball. I mean, his finishing is absolutely deadly. So I think we need a striker. We need to bring a striker in, and I don't think there's a better option than Vlahovic out there. I really don't. So if we can get him in, that's music to my ears. But the prices that have been banding out, 50, 60, 70 million to bring in Vlahovic, who will have a year left in his contract in the summer. Are we going to spend that much money on someone that's not guaranteed to start with Harry Kane and Heung-min Son in the side? I don't know. It remains to be seen. We have previous of not really spending that much money on these kind of players that are going to be coming in to fight for a position, not coming in to have a nailed-on position. So, look, it's difficult to see how we spend that kind of money on a player where we have Harry Kane and Heung-min Son in that position as well. But if we want to be serious, if we want to listen to Conte, if we want Conte to have the tools to really fight for what we want to fight for, then we have to do it. Then we have to be bringing in these players. And these are the kind of situations where Levy needs to stump up the money in terms of us fighting for these kind of positions. If we want to get solidified in the top four, if we want to in the future have an option to even put ourselves in the conversation for a title challenge, we need to be getting these kind of players over the line. And it's also worth noting that Vlahovic is definitely leaving Fiorentina. That's no two ways about it. Either he's leaving in January or he's leaving in the summer. But the Fiorentina faithful are not very happy with Vlahovic and kind of refusing to sign this contract. He's being subject to boos and jeers at his home stadium, so that will probably make him even more want to leave the club. But are we going to sign him? Are we going to stump up the cash? I don't know, but let me know in the comment section below what you think on the Vlahovic situation. Do you think we will stump up that in excess of 50 million euros to sign what will be a squad player, albeit a very strong squad player, but it's one with a big future that if Harry Kane does eventually leave, he can take up that mantle. He can pick up the mantle for Harry Kane. So it will be a very, very smart signing in my opinion, but I just struggle to think if we will stump up that quite a lot of cash for someone who's not going to come in straight away and start every single game. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought of all these kind of transfer rumours I've brought to you today, and let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the injury situation as well. That is your Tottenham update today. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.